How's it going, rednecks? In this video, I want to work on eliminating this coolant reservoir. The stock one is pretty ugly. As you can see, has hoses going everywhere. There's a hose going to the radiator there. And I want to replace it with this right here. This is a factory coolant reservoir out of a Grand Cherokee. And then this stuff right here is all bought on Amazon. And I will have links for all of that in the description below. But what do you say we get started by removing this? And then we get to installing some of this stuff right here, and I'll show you where I'm going to mount that thing. Well, as you've seen, it was pretty easy for me to remove that because I just got done doing the head gaskets on this, and there's no coolant in the system. But look at that octopus. There is hoses going on everywhere, and look at the engine bay now. It's all nice and clean, nice and open. So what do you say we get started? By taking this guy right here and installing it right there, as well as we will plug this port right here with these plugs right here. Well, there we go. With the bypass hose installed and that capped off, I figured I would go over. It was a 3/8 plug that I ended up using right here. It went on pretty tight, but at least that gives you options. If you have a 3/8 plug at home, you don't need to buy this whole kit. But now that that's out of the way, what do you say we get to installing this T right here by cutting that upper radiator hose? Well, there we go. With the bypass hose on, this port right here capped off on the radiator, and that T put in, you could now pipe from this hose right here, your high pressure relief hose, to your reservoir, and you could mount your reservoir wherever you want. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to mount that inside the cab. So what do you say we get set up in there, and I'll show you what I have in mind. And the plan is to mount it underneath the dash, and there's 3 reasons for that. One being, I can keep an eye on the coolant level as I drive. Another one is it gets the weight out of the front and more to the middle of the vehicle. And then the third reason, not so important, is it cleans up the engine bay. It kind of looks a lot better with that fender all emptied out. And since I moved the battery, I moved the computer, and moved all the wiring out, it's an open engine bay for sure now. Well, I gotta say, that cleans this engine bay up pretty nicely. The last thing I have to do yet is obviously fill it up with coolant, but I need to run my hose from here all the way to the reservoir tank. I'm gonna come through that grommet there and then go to there. I could also install this wiring right here, and the factory wiring for the overflow is actually right here. But I'm not going to do either one because I can keep an eye on that. And this hose has not arrived yet. It should be here sometime today, but I'm not going to wait around for it. I'm just going to end the video right now. So hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and get back to work.